What's getting lost, my man, in all this controversy right now is what a great fight it was. That's what's getting lost. It was, in my mind, that was one of the closest fights I've seen in a long time. Even within the rounds were very close. I think Devin built up a lead, and I think I didn't look at the scorecards, but on my card, I thought Devin body work, particularly early in the fight, was incredible. I thought that's where he was getting the best of Loma. But Loma did some great things in there too, man. And it was a very, very close fight. I had the fight getting tighter at the end. I thought Loma won, more of the final section of the fight. But I had Haney up early, and to me it was like I wasn't. So many rounds were so close. I circled a bunch of my own scores, saying, "What the fuck? I don't know," right? But I had a round to draw, Devin by one, around a draw like that. I wouldn't have been that upset with a one or a point either way, right? So I don't think, other than the one card, I don't think the other
116, 112.
Yeah, other than that card, I don't think there's anything wrong with the other cards. And I think that it was a brilliant exhibition by two of the most gifted fighters in our sport. I thought they both fought their hearts out. Neither one of them deserved to lose. Maybe that's another reason that the draw was, a lot of people also out there did think it was a draw. I understand why Loma's upset, because when you fight that kind of fight and you don't win, and you, in your own head, you thought, I did what I had to do, I executed my game plan. But I do think it was that kind of fight. It was a very hard fight to score. But honestly, boxing fans were a winner tonight. The whole sport won tonight. And if you want to know what great boxing is, what really polished, it's why we call it the sweet science. There were two scientists in the ring tonight, man. Those two guys are about as good as it gets. And I thought it was a privilege to watch that fight.
In the middle round.
And I'm happy for Devin. And I think, I felt badly for Loma that he has to deal with that kind of loss. I felt badly for Devin that he had to listen to boos when he fought a brilliant fight.
In the middle rounds, it seemed like Devin kind of was pulling away. At one point, I had Devin 2 or 3 rounds.
That's what gave. That's why I had Devin pulling away, and then I had Loma pulling it closer at the end, but not maybe not quite getting there. And that's how the judges had it. I was almost expecting a draw a little bit.
On my card, I had gone into the last round. If Devin won the last round, he wins the fight. If Lomachenko won the last round, it would have been a draw. Subsequently, my card was 114. Doesn't mean anything in this situation, but I did think that the fight was a draw itself.
Yeah, it was as close as it gets. And man, I'm happy to be associated with a fight that was this memorable. Unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of people, including fans, you're going to be reading all week about robbery here or whatever, and Loma thought he clearly won. No, I didn't think that at all. I think Bill said it wasn't close. I love Bill, but I don't agree with that either. It was close. It was damn close. But both fighters should be proud. They gave everything, and they fought a tremendous fight. And the young guy won. The young undisputed guy won, and put some respect on his name too.
Where do both guys go from here, starting with Vasily Lomachenko, tonight's loser?
He's still at the top of the heap. You're still going to put Lomachenko at the top of the he's still right there with the these guys. You saw how close that fight was tonight. So where does it put him? He's still in that top echelon. Devin's undisputed. Loma's right there. I'd like to see Loma against any lightweight in the world, right? And I wouldn't mind seeing down the line a rematch of this either. So, Loma's, like he said, on to the next one. And Devin, there's a lot of directions Devin can go, and there's a lot of quality fighters at 135, and a lot of quality fighters at 140. You know what? I got to tell you another thing too. I think that Devin and his team have to really consider the weight drain and how difficult it is to get down to 35, because he's obviously a big kid. He's a big lightweight. So, the decision about whether they stay at 35 or go to 40, that's something that Devin and Bill and their team are going to have to figure out.
One of the best guys at 135, naturally, whenever you bring up the 135 division, it's
Tank.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Tank, yeah. I'd love to see either guy against Tank.
I met up with Tank Davis's older brother, Meech, a couple of weeks ago after the Ryan Garcia fight. He let me know a little insight into the thoughts in the camp. He said they want to step to Devin Haney next. In fact, we need Devin next. If they did lock up, how would you see that fight going?
That's a great fight. But I got to tell you, I see Devin's going to be quite. Look, you know what? Tank Davis's one-punch counter-punching power is among the best I've ever seen. Like his, as a counterpuncher, as a power counterpuncher, he's one of the best power counterpunchers I've ever seen, right? Ever. But he's not the most active guy, and he's like sort of a guy that you can get a points lead on. And if he doesn't land the big bomb, I think he's beatable. Okay, thing is, he keeps landing the big bomb. I mean, I don't think Devin's camps would be afraid of that fight. You know, I don't think so.
The promotion probably would be really live. Two young, live wire guys.
I mean, look, there's so many good,
fight.
but I'll say this, there's so many good fights to make at that weight class. There's so many good fights to make at that weight class. Devin has to make a decision also, though. They really have to take a look at the weight, because you don't want to fight the highest level of guy when your body is telling you that it's too hard to make that weight. So they have to make that decision.
Excellent. Well, Lou, we'll let you get back to the festivities
Thanks,
tonight
man.
as
Thank
we get
you.
ready for God to come out. Appreciate you.